Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new video. I know I haven't done one of these in a long time whereby I take you guys through my analytics, and honestly the reason is that I haven't been posting on this platform for a while now. I think the last time I posted was 40 days ago, okay? And that is what really motivated me to kind of film this video so that I share with you guys what happened to my channel when I stopped posting videos for 40 days. So I want us to just go through it. It's also I know that all channels are different. So what I experience might be something that you won't experience, but I just wanted to share my own journey, you know, with not posting for a long period of time, seeing how the algorithm reacts to that, because as we all know, the algorithm thrives and it supports consistency. And so I just wanted to see what would happen if I stopped being consistent for a very long time. And then of course I want to share that with you guys. So what we're gonna do is I am gonna go through my analytics with you as per the usual, even though we haven't done this in a long time. I'm hoping that you guys are gonna enjoy this video. I'm hoping you've missed seeing my analytics and just trying to learn from them. So we're gonna go through my analytics. We're not gonna go through like in-depth analytics. We're just gonna see, you know, the small stuff, just so we see what had happened over the past 40 days. But what I'm gonna do is I'm not really gonna pull from 40 days. I'm gonna pull for the past 28 days so that you see that after basically the video that I last posted had matured and it stood by itself, nothing followed after what happened thereafter. So of course, as you know, I have my computer here and I'm gonna be showing you guys my screen as I talk through the analytics. Okay guys, so as you can see from my screen, I just wanted to start with reach and just to kind of see what really happened in terms of viewership. Were there any impressions that I received, click-through rates, and also the views and unique viewers that I received over the past 28 days without posting anything at all. So as you can see here on impressions, I actually dropped in terms of impressions. I dropped by 35% and I only had 157.2k impressions, and that followed with a click-through rate that actually increased by 13% to 3.8%. So what basically this means is click-through rates. Let me actually just go here so that you see what it means. So they say views per impressions show. This measures how often viewers watched a video after seeing an impression, wondering whether your impression click-through rate is high or low. So basically what this means is when the videos that I already have on my channel were suggested or were showed to people via impressions, actually a 13% increase was seen by people actually clicking through the video that they were being shown by YouTube over the past 28 days, even though I was not producing any new content, which is honestly great, because that basically means that the YouTube videos that I currently have on my channel are good enough to be suggested by YouTube still, and people still find value through them, so they decide to actually click on the video and watch the video. So when we go to views, as you can see, views, I received 11,100 views, which is 1.1k less than usual. I mean, I'm not really surprised by the fact that the views dropped over the past 28 days. I was not posting anything, so basically all of the 11,000 views that I received, I purely received because of all of my older videos that were being shown by YouTube to viewers and viewers watching that. And of course, you find that sometimes, you know, my subscribers that really enjoy my content would come back and watch some videos that they feel they need to repeat. So that is what contributed to this number. And this is the part where I really got you know, like kind of like shocked, where I saw unique viewers, you know. So I received 6.7k unique viewers over the past 28 days, and honestly, all of those viewers were just coming from YouTube. It's suggesting my videos. So I wanted also to just come at the bottom here so that we look at which traffic sources were really contributing towards me getting these views and this click-through rate increase. So when you come here to traffic sources, you can see that actually 37.7% was coming from YouTube suggesting my videos, as I was saying. And then this is the part that I really wanted to see, that YouTube search for me is really starting to pick up in terms of being a traffic source for my videos. A lot more people are now searching for me, and I honestly wanted to see that growth for my YouTube channel. That is one of the things that I really wanted for growth, whereby people end up kind of like finding me through search, whether through the titles that I use, through my description box, and also just maybe searching just for me. So I'm really glad that YouTube search is now part of my high ranking traffic sources. So I always say that the titles that you use for your YouTube videos really contributes to how people find you. Remember, YouTube is a search engine. So if you have a title that is centered and it is a kind of workshopped to the T in terms of how you word it, using proper keywords for it, you then stand a greater chance in terms of people searching for your keywords and actually having your video come up, and then people clicking to it and watching it. And then the third one was through browse features. So yeah, that those two are the highest contributing factors as to how I got these views. Okay, and then what I wanted to go through is in terms of YouTube search, which video was really where people really kind of searching so that they find me and actually decide to click through it. And as you can see here on traffic source YouTube search, it is saying the video where I was saying how to edit with Filmora 9, where I was kind of giving like a little introduction as to how to edit your videos with Filmora that I use. And you can see that that's the video that is actually driving the most traffic in terms of search. So most people are actually searching for how to edit YouTube videos, and they find that video that I found and they watch it. And this is the other part that is really interesting to me, that this number 2 driving source for my YouTube search traffic is people actually searching for my name, Kukuma Zibuko. That contributed 3.6% in terms of search. So it's really interesting that there's so many people that are now searching for me by name. So I really find that interesting. But now I want us to go through the engagement and also the revenue source, so that you see how my revenue was really affected by me not posting for this long. So now we are on the engagement tab, as you can see here. And here it is saying the watch hours or watch time. So I contributed to YouTube by having people watch my videos for 775.5 hours in the last 28 days. I mean, that's a very huge number. But as you can see, it's saying that my average view duration slightly decreased. Actually, it's a lot. It decreased by 15%. So that is a whole lot of decrease in terms of watch time. But I also just wanted to go here so that you guys can see how many subscribers I gained over the past 28 days without posting anything. I gained 228 new subscribers over the past 28 days, and I'm honestly just so thrilled to have you new people over here, and I'm hoping that you're gonna enjoy your stay. And then of course I want to take you guys through the revenue tab, so that we kind of take a look at how my finances were affected by this. So when we go on to the estimated revenue for the past 28 days, as you can see here, it is saying I have made 1,997.88 cents in terms of YouTube AdSense revenue for the past 28 days. Now, guys, I want to say this, right? this is solely because the videos that I already have on my channel are still being watched whenever YouTube is suggesting them to people, okay? And that is why people are still watching and watching the ads, and that is what has led literally for every month, even though I don't post sometimes on some months, I still get paid by YouTube because even though I don't upload, people are still watching my videos. And with that, I just want to say that remember, when you are making content for YouTube, please bear in mind that you're not just making YouTube for making content just for making content. You really need to make sure that whatever content that you produce is content that people need or people want to see. You know, if you are in the comedy niche, you want to really make sure that you put your best foot forward in terms of the comedy that you're gonna be posting on your channel. If you are like me, teaching about something, you really want to make sure that you teach it the best way that you can, so that even when YouTube suggests your videos, people still click through them. And that is really all about how you design your thumbnails, how you censor your titles, how you censor your description box. So all of those things, you really need to keep them in mind and make sure that they work for you, so that should there come a time whereby you are either burnt out, or you're just hitting a creative block, or you're really just not finding the time to create content because maybe like me, you are not a full-time content creator for YouTube, you still have some sort of money coming to you, you still have traffic coming to your channel, and you still getting those views and those watch hours, okay? And as you can see here, it is saying the video where I was sharing that I had dinner with YouTube is my highest ranking video in terms of revenue. So if I just go into that, as you can see, this video currently has 3.9k views and it has 213 watch hours, and it has also helped me gain 50 subscribers. Now this is the part where I really wanna, I got shocked when I saw this for this particular video. The estimated revenue, basically most of my revenue has been coming from this one video because it has contributed 1,641 rands 43 cents in terms of revenue. I was shook when I saw the CPM and the RPM for this particular video. So when I click on revenue for this particular video, as I already said, it has given me 1,641 rands 43 cents. But this is the part where I was really shocked because I have never seen such a huge CPM before on any of my videos that I have posted, okay? So the playback CPM for this video is sitting at 590.8 cents. I have not seen such a huge CPM ever. And the thing about it is this came about from the CPM. It skyrocketed on in August, towards the end of August, and already by then I was no longer posting on YouTube. So as to what drove that to happen, I am still not sure. But the RPM for it, as you can see, is 433 rands 21 cents. Literally, this is one of the highest CPMs that I've seen from my own channel. But yeah, guys, this is what I wanted to share with you, and I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. I've really missed making such videos because I haven't made one in a long time, and I've honestly just missed making them and just taking a look through my channel with you guys, just seeing what is going on. And yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope I will see you guys again on the next one. Thank you guys for joining me. Mwah. Bye guys.